Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Desmond, that KOTP signing in. Yo, we're going to listen to a bit of Sodom today, you know. I've never really delved into this band. I was going to call it an act. This band, this act. This musical and art experiment. I've never really delved into this act too much. I know there's got some good riffs down the line at the very least, but I don't really know where they started and what they become. Alright, I'm hoping we get a little bit more edge than a traditional thrash metal band. I do think it's going to be a little bit of a, straightforward mosh pitting thrash band, but at the very least I do hope that we get some good riffs out of it. Purely as I don't think we err much over in the crossover sense, which is kind of a good thing to me as far as thrash metal is concerned, because I like the thrash metal to be done by metal musicians as opposed to punk musicians. A lot more flair in it. Unfortunately, a lot more guitar solos, but that's the way it is. I got a little bit of information loaded up on Wikipedia that we can just quickly discuss before we go into the record. So if you just want to bypass this, just do it now. I understand I'm starting off on an EP. I normally do the LPs, but the Wikipedia discography started me off here and I ended up here, and I thought, you know what, it's 6 tunes. I've seen the artwork before, so people must be a fan of this record, even though it is an EP. And we'll go from there. So, as always, if you want to access all the full album listens, or at the very least, want to see what you can access, don't waste your time. Click the link down in the description. Life's too short to be fussy, isn't it, people? So I've got the discography open up here, right? So I'm not going to bother looking at the official page. It'll just state the Sodom's a German thrash metal band formed in '82. Okay, so this EP was brought out 3 years after the band had actually formed, so perhaps there was a demo of such. This is under studio albums for some reason, even though it's an EP, so that's just the way it has to be. So far they've released 16 studio albums, 16. 3 live records, 2 compilations, DVD, 2 EPs, 3 singles, and 2 demos. The band are considered one of the 3 biggest Teutonic thrash metal acts. The other 2 being Creator and Destruction. I need to get into Destruction, people. We'll do that next, alright? While the other 2 bands developed a sound that influenced death metal, Sodom created a sound that influenced many black metal bands. How interesting is that? What's Teutonic thrash? A regional scene of thrash metal that originated within German-speaking countries during the 80s. Along with Bay Area thrash, East Coast thrash, and Brazilian thrash, it was one of the major scenes of thrash metal in the 80s. Man, I don't know enough about thrash metal. I don't know anything about this, you know. So let's have a quick peek at The Sign of Evil. In The Sign of Evil. First EP and debut released by Sodom, released in '85 by Devil's Game independent label. This record is considered part of the first wave of black metal. Despite the melodic rawness, over-the-top lyrics, my life begins at midnight 12, masturbate to kill myself. And the elementary structure of the songs, 2 of them, Outbreak of Evil and Blasphemer, were regularly played by the band 35 years into its career, and they're considered crowd favourites. Cool. Tracks from Sign of Evil re-recorded in 2007, released at the final Sign of Evil. Interesting stuff. I might have that open, I don't even know. The EP is widely available as the bonus tracks in the CD version of their debut, Obsessed by Cruelty. Cool. So, we got an introductionary tune, but essentially we've got 5 songs, haven't we? Sodom is Tom Angel, Ripper, Grave Violator, aka Joseph Peppy Dominic, Witch Hunter, who is Christian Dudek, and we've got a few heads there as far as production's concerned, but we'll delve into that when the time is right. So, thank you for my TED Talk. This is Sodom. This is the introduction. Let's go. One of the first wave of black metal, potentially, we're listening to. Although this playlist states it was put out in '84, so somebody's wrong. Outbreak of Evil. Mind the beanie, my hair's a mess, people. This should have been on the intro. Bro, this sounds like a D-beat band. This sounds like a D-beat rock and roll band, doesn't it? Oh, this is black metal, isn't it? I mean, it's not, but it is. It errs towards that blackened thrash sound as opposed to thrash metal. I thought I was getting into a thrash metal act here. I thought it'd just be... But instead we've got some cackling shrieks and... Black metal! We got some of that going on. As far as the guitar line and the drumming is concerned, I could consider this a punk band. Very punk infused, which I'm surprised wasn't referenced on the Wikipedia. Because that's what I hear. That's what I hear. I hear like a D-beat rock and roll act. Even though it's not literally a D-beat, you know what I mean? You know where I'm coming from. If you know your stuff, you know your stuff. Go on. So it's been incredibly basic. I mean, it tends to be quite basic anyway when you sort of put away the technical, elements of playing fast for fast's sake, and like thrash metal generally. But there is a selling point if they hit the right riff. You know what I mean? If they came in with the right riff and you heard that rinsed for 4 minutes 20, 4 minutes 29, it'd be quite pleasing, wouldn't it? As for me, I'm verging on. I'm not bored, but it's not my sound. This isn't my sound. This is quite shocking considering what I came into. I had a couple of mates who showed me Agent Orange, not the record as a whole, but one particular riff from one particular song from there, and I thought, yes, this is metal thrashing mad. So I'm looking forward to the development of this band. This is quite a wild introduction, really. can't deny that black metal vocal. You can't deny it. That blown away froggy vocal we just experienced there. Come on. It's quite a good sound as far as a live experience would be concerned, you know what I mean? Just high tempo, high energy, straight to finish. Not so much moshing music as it is headbanging music and just movement music, you know? Cool. That was Outbreak of Evil. I want to see what we go to from here. I wonder if we're just going to continue jamming on the same sort of tempo and rhythm and same drum beat. Because that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm going to be surprised if we don't. Michael Vance says, not bad at all, but not one of their total headbanging, snapping, bone-crushing rampage jams like Outbreak of Evil and Conqueror. Actually, Destruction, Curse the Gods come into mind. This guy's excited, and he says this track's not going to be as good as the last one. There's only one way to find out. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. This one's entitled Sepulchral Voice. If I pronounced that wrong, let me know. You know, I don't really care, to be honest. This is Sodom and the Sign of Evil. We're listening to track 3 of 6. Well, probably track 2 of 6. Because we've got a couple of intros on this record. Very short intros. Let's go. Unnecessary intros, to be honest with you. Don't know why they've got their own space. It's like 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying intro. Anybody know the reference? Here we go. Come on. Heavy metal. The artwork's very cool. Oh, and I'm gonna hurt some metalheads' feelings, or at least you close-minded ones. I think this is a punk band so far. I think. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, laying the foundation for black metal more than definitely. But this sounds more like a punk band to me than a metal band. Or it sounds a bit 50-50, you know. Don't grow up, it's a trap. Come on. Come on. I think them stabs are a bit underwhelming. They should just hang on the fast bit for a bit longer at the least, I think. I think we kill all of the energy off in a bad way when we result to that. That should have just been the intro. I'm writing a record, by the way. I mean, I've got a record recorded from a band, hardcore punk project called Chimpanzee I done, and it sounds sick, to be fair with you. But I'm doing a little solo act called Offensive Opinion, and hopefully throwing some vocals on that tonight. Very nice. That's gonna be like just mid-tempo, sing-along hardcore punk, like very basic free chord stuff, rudimentary P9 sort of stuff. What else? I don't even know what else it sounds like. You know when you create a record and you just sort of go for it, you are influenced by all sorts, but you never can put your finger on what, and then somebody tells you and you're like, oh yeah.
Serious don't torment your mind, shut off evil, make you blind.
Come on.
Defender of talk to burn your fate, captive to hell to the human race.
Where did that bass come from? There we go. That was Sodom. Sepulchral voice, if that's how it's pronounced. That had potential. It had potential. I think they should have just stuck with the fast, blazing speed, because the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth became a little bit mundane. And that's it. That's it, really. I was actually expecting a theme such as Outbreak of Evil, where we were just, you know what I mean, just pure primitive from start to finish. We've got Blasphemer coming up next, alright people, which is actually the name of a band, local death metal band here, which maybe they was influenced by the title of this track, maybe not, who knows. Hold on to your socks. Yes, now bless now Des, King of the Pit TV, signing in live and large once again. You tell me how this is pronounced. Blasphemer? I don't even know, but this is track number 3 of 6. We're listening to In the Sign of Evil, the 1984, if not 5 EP from Sodom. Playlist says 84, Wikipedia says 85, who knows? Let's go. Just due to the rhythm of the drums, this is, like, in my opinion, the most thrash metal they've sounded. Bar the vocal line, you know, still very evidently blackened there. My bad. One moment. Kaz says blackened thrash at its finest. Come on. Yeah, in the relateds, you tell me, metalheads, what the hell is this? Cannibal Corpse, Created to Kill, full album, 23 minutes long. What the hell is that? I have never seen that before. Is that a demo or an EP they did prior to the releasing of the record? What the hell is that? That was that funny line that was referenced on the Wikipedia page. Some sweet drum fills there. Jeremiah says smegma influence, bro. That was raging. That was raging. That was a good tune. That was a good tune. Potentially my favourite so far, although in hindsight, I did like Outbreak of Evil. At the time I thought, oh, it's a bit basic, but in hindsight, I did like the punk elements to that number. Either way, I think these are two of the same, Blasphemer and Outbreak of Evil, just straightforward, driving, fast, thrashing music. We got Witching Metal coming up next, alright? There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV. This is track number, what is it now? 4 of 6. This one's entitled Witching Metal. Let's just jump straight in. Come on. Click the link in the description, people. Come on. Bit out of time now. Yeah, I love a good blare. Yeah, I heard that Celtic Frost were big on their blaze. I've never really delved into Celtic Frost. Should I do that next? From what I heard of Celtic Frost, it seems a bit bland, you know. So let me know if I'm missing out. Let me know if I'm missing out. Shit. Come on. Yeah, just pure driving thrash metal, innit? I don't know if I love or hate the riff, you know. I feel a lot of the times it goes out of time with the drumming when it hits the but it gives it that frantic, want to fall apart, organic, natural sound that a lot of bands lack in the studio now because the producer wants to make them sound clean and straight, you know. Which is understandable, why wouldn't you? Yeah, there we go, back to basics. Nice witching metal, that was half decent. That. Let's fly this 40-second intro on, burst intro, and then finalise this record off. We got Burst Command Till War. Let's hold on to your barnets, people. Oh, if you were around back in the day listening to Sodom when this was out, hold on to your 2 strands of hair. Yo, if you've got a full head of hair at this point, mate, you are an elite metalhead. I gotta tell you that. So I'll be back in 1 second, people. Come on. Dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Let's finish this record off. Burst intro. We're going to finalise this record. Come on now. As always, if you want to listen to all the full album listens, link is in the description. It's been an easy to listen through EP on it. I look a bit dishevelled, people. Don't you mind me. Don't you mind me. Just went off for a cuddle dinner. Grim and frostbitten. Burst Command Till War. Will we have an advertisement? Will we not? There's only one way to find out, people. Let's keep it moving. Come on now.
Are ready to fight. Total destruction beyond the mind. We are tonight, we don't free, and people are running and dying in pain.
First time we've heard the echo on the vocals, surely.
Ask them until the overkill is real. Nobody feels it.
Quite a frantic sound to this one. Not as tight as it could be.
Wait to kill alive. That's the man.
Come on. Sounds like more of a death metal approach than a grim, black, frostbitten vocal, this one.
You ask for freedom, but nobody hear you. The anthem to the future. Burst Command Till. Burst Command
honestly, it felt like they just had this last track of the record and they tried to experiment a bit with it, which, you know, I mean, putting a couple of tunes together, I completely understand why you'd want to do that. But it sort of detracts from the rest of the record. I felt like they should have kept the same standard with this one as they did for the tracks that came before that. I mean, you know, it was a raging tune, but I don't think the production really made it pop as well as it could do. As we did have the drums at the forefront, the vocals, but the riffing seemed a little bit weak in comparison. Like the guitar line and so forth could have had a little more emphasis, a little more impact. Overall, the record wasn't too bad. You know what I mean? If I was a record collector or collected music and so forth, I'd like to have this one in the collection just for the sake of it. Historically speaking, I do like the artwork, and you know, I think it's quality in its own right. I mean, it's not as polished. It's not anywhere near as polished as what some records are, but it has a sound I can sort of enjoy. I don't mind it too much. It's pretty pure, organic, like a band has gone into a studio and given it a good go. Obviously not paid too much as far as production's concerned, because you know when you're first starting out and putting a record together, you don't. So I think it comes across very organic, very pure, and I appreciate that element to it. So that was Sodom's record, Sodom's EP entitled "In the Sign of Evil." I'm signing out now, people. One love, peace.